Wow. What a nice day. What a nice day. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday. It is the week of the competition, the week of the national championships. And I've got a ride in first thing this morning, which I'm pretty happy about. That's a win whenever you get up and you're like, I'm motivated, let's go, let's get this ride done. It's like, I'm stood on top of Kevin Bryn at the minute, which is on the Gower Peninsula, which is kind of between Llanelli and Swansea. It's a beautiful area, outstanding area actually. There's great views of Llanelli there, and then that side is like Port Einan and like Oxwich Bay, some of the best beaches in the UK actually. Shame, like I've never really home long enough to do a ride that goes down there in the summer when it's really nice, but then it's also really busy on the Gower as well, like with traffic. So I've got it early to do this ride, and we've got like a really busy day today, so the video is going to be a little bit choppy, I guess. Sorry about that. A bunch of efforts. We've done some efforts I've never done before, and it's really important this week to like not neglect the kind of short, sharp stuff, because as much as I want to freshen up and maintain form, I don't want to do that too much, because I don't perform well fresh. So I know what to do based on, you know, what we've done the last kind of month. I don't want to freshen up too much, so we've hit it hard this morning with around 10 or 11 repeats of 30 seconds at like 150% and above of FTP. So basically a sprint, 30-second sprint, and then straight into like between 100 and 110% of FTP. So basically bouncing between like threshold and sprint, or sprint and threshold. So doing that allows me to kind of cover two bases without actually hitting zone 5, because zone 5 is quite taxing, and that's generally what I ride hill climbs at anyway, which is what I rode yesterday's hill climb at, you know, zone 5, zone 6. Plus I also did a race on Zwift as well in the evening, Alp to Zwift. It finished on top, so that was like threshold zone 3. So the ride this morning has been, you know, a little bit taxing, but we're making sure that I'm still kind of ticking over, and I'm actually getting some hard efforts in my legs without tapering too much. So, you know, you'll see all that this week. You know, you'll get all that insight this week if you keep watching, if you keep following. So today, busy. We're gonna head straight home now. So the ride's just gonna be 2 hours, around about 120, 140 TSS. Nice and hard, and lots of quality. So I'll see you back at home. Oh, by the way, the video from the weekend, I apologize for the audio. I was using my phone to record because, like an amateur that I am, I forgot to charge my camera equipment. Sorry, won't happen again. Yeah, it was pretty funny actually to talk to Ollie Bridgewood of GCN, just kind of casual chat. And first time I'd actually met him, to be honest. And you know, pretty sound guy, asking me how my build up was and things. It was just a generally good chat, so it was nice to meet you all. Speaking of which, I'm actually meeting up with GCN on Saturday. Hopefully we'll get some footage for that on my own channel for you guys. Plus I had a phone call from Cycling Weekly this morning to discuss the national championships and to discuss yesterday's hill climb, which was pretty cool. How they got my phone number though, I have no idea. So my recovery routine at the minute is quite simple and quite like very undramatic. I come in usually, and because like the temperatures drop down, I'm usually quite cold when I finish my ride, like the last 10 minutes when I'm like cooling down. So my first priority is to get cleaned up, obviously get out of like sweaty kit as soon as possible. My health is like the most important thing, so if I even feel cold, it's like a bad thing. So I'm walking around with a hat on 24/7 at the minute. If I could sleep in one, I would. But then I usually get like some form of recovery shake down me because the sessions are generally quite taxing, and I have very little for breakfast. Like I have like some yogurt and some cereal, and a cup of coffee, and that's pretty much it. So in terms of calorie wise, it's not really a lot because I prefer to have mine the rest of the day. So this is what I have. Like today we've gone for like a splash of whole milk, like 75% of it is water, and then 2 scoops of Science and Sport recovery. So we get a little bit of protein in. I'm gonna cook some lunch soon because maybe we'll eat a proper meal in about an hour's time. And yeah, like keeping warm, getting a drink down me, hydrating. Food, not such a priority right now because I've got all day to eat things, so it's not a priority. But the whole recovery process picture is more like a big picture day thing rather than a, I've got to eat, 20 minutes after food, I've got to get this recovery. That doesn't really matter, especially when tomorrow's a rest day. And in this case it is, because this week we're almost doing like Monday, Wednesday, Friday are going to be like harder sessions, and then Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday are going to be easier sessions. So it's like 1 day on, 1 day off this week. All right. I know it doesn't look appetizing, but it does the job. We have some tomatoes. They are actually homegrown. Booyah. Chicken breast, 2 beetroots, and a bagel. And I have an avocado here that I'm going to have half of. So that's going to be our lunch today. Get the kettle on. Yup. How you doing? Okay, I need to run you through a few things that have happened the last few hours. See Anthony earlier, who, Anthony, 20 years my senior, give or take, very wise head on his shoulders, and like has been there to like keep me kind of grounded and stuff over the last few seasons. He's always provided like this kind of benchmark that when I come back to Llanelli in particular, I have him to go to discuss things like, if something's, really messing with me, if things are going well, he likes keeps me grounded and stuff. So it's always good to have somebody, I think, in your life that, not necessarily a partner or somebody close, but like just a friend that can, really keep you like motivated and grounded and everything at the same time. So we discussed a lot of things. We obviously discussed the weekend gone. We discussed like the build up to the nationals, and like, he loves getting involved. He loves like the nitty gritty and like doing analysis and stuff like that. But he's also there to kind of tell me to hold back and like, don't concentrate on this too much. Make sure you put all your effort into this and stuff like that. So really grateful for his help. And we talked about the nationals, which I didn't really film because there was quite a lot of in-depth talk about like how am I going to pace it, what's the weather going to be like on the day, and like all these factors that determine it, and the stuff I'll have to do the day before, if we do any interview stuff and things like that, then how does that affect my performance the next day. So we did a lot of discussing over 2 cups of teas, and we had the track worlds on at the same time, so we were kind of in between 2 things. But I'm all packed up, ready to go to Cardiff. I'm kind of back and forth between Llanelli and Cardiff this week, so we've like literally got like my whole life really in this car. So this is kit for like the next 2 rides or so. Then we have like some food in this cooler bag, which will be coming with us on the weekend. And then we have grapes because, well, health. We have my wash bag that has like most of my stuff I'm going to race in on the weekend. And then we have another wash bag down here that has wet stuff in that I need to dry. Then we have the bike and training wheels and whatnot. And then we have another bag full of like electronics and stuff. And then we have a rucksack which has kind of casual clothes in. So this stuff ain't easy, but hopefully all this preparation, well in advance will calm me before the weekend. I've arrived. House full of people here. It's Charlie's cooking. Charlie's cooking. I am starving. I need some food. Trying to resist this jam donut. But what the heck? This flexible dieting is working really well. I think I'll eat it. Charlie would tell you, I literally come in, Charlie would tell you, and I take over the whole place. There's not much space here anyway, but yeah. Wow, Charlie's bought a pair of Doc Mines. They are sweet. I love the colour. Such a retro shoe. So nice.